Hey, T-Sippers. Hey, hey, hey. What's happening? What's popping? Come on in. Let's talk about old prime time. Coach Prime and his health scare. Come on in. Like my brother has been battling. Didn't start the summer camp with the college students. Been avoiding. But he ready to talk about it today. He talked about it in his press conference. Shout out to Prime Time, Deion Sanders, multi-talented. I'ma still call him a young man. Well, no. He may not be an old man. I mean, no young man no more. Once he tell you what's going on. And right now, his minor complications. I'ma say minor because it could be worse. And we thank God for bringing him through the storm and the rain. What they say, I've been through the fire and I've been through the rain. Been broken like two. Oh, I don't mess the song up, didn't I? Let's listen to Prime so I can hurry up and come on back and talk about, some other stuff. Shout out to Prime. Glad he feeling better. I'm glad he's on the road of recovery. You know, sometimes sometimes we got to really just put it in the Lord's hand and let him do what he gonna do in order to build our faith in him. What it say, draw now to me, you know, without those trials and tribulations sometimes, although we don't think we do, sometimes we forget. And if we don't forget, sometimes he just needs to use you as an example. Sometimes he has to use other people to be a voice, to draw other people to God. And that's how what they used to say, from which all our blessings flow. So it's just how he chooses to look at it. But I'm gonna say we just thank God for what he's done with him, through him, for him, and thank God he's still with us. And he's going to be able to return to do what he has been doing best outside of being a good father and a good friend to some people that I know and love. So I love and respect him more so now uh, by way of some things that I've seen him do for others. So I no longer just look at him as the flamboyant, flashy Deion Sanders who played college football, NFL on multiple teams, and including baseball. It was like, ain't nothing this man can do. He'll run in and do a, hey, everybody. He'll run in to do 100. Run in, run his race, and run out and get back on the plane. That extraordinary stuff. Well, I don't look at him like that anymore. I look at him as a loving, caring, humble person. Not for what he do for himself or just his kids, but what he do for others. So it's an honor for me to do this, do this live, do this upload for Prime. I'm so happy for him. I'm happy for his kids. And I'm just happy for everybody who knows and love him, including Dolph and his family. You know, he's still being a vessel for Dolph. He's still being a friend. He still has his eye on Dolph kids. That's amazing to me. That's, so I'm extremely thankful for him, for what he has done. And so, without further ado, let's just hear what he got to say about what's been going on and what his plans are. And y'all get ready. Bladder cancer, yes, mysterious. Yeah, he's cancer free. He's bladder free, as well as cancer free. You know. So, anyway, God bless us. We'll be satisfied. Whether we have to remove something or keep something, Lord, we thank you. Right? Let's listen.
Where you get the news from?
I'm Christy Nome, the
Soon as
United
I,
States Secretary of Homeland
girl,
Security.
please, you all up
Thank
in that
you,
meeting.
President Donald J. Trump.
But we're going to kind of break it down to you. Last night. I appreciate you all coming today. Thank God that we're here today.
Amen.
We're going to get started with sort of like a timeline on what's all has been transpiring. I know you're probably thinking something's going to happen today that ain't going to happen. I don't know where you get the news from. But we're going to kind of break it down to you like we did our team. And it was so wonderful seeing the team yesterday. My God, it was so darn wonderful. Bucky compiled a wonderful video to let them know every step of the way so we wouldn't have to explain every detail. But it was phenomenal. I wish we could show you all that same video. It was extraordinary. I think Bucky's going to put it on his YouTube channel soon after this.
That's Deion
But
Jr.,
let's get started.
his first son.
Let's kind of get them. Let's walk them through. Can we do that? Is that okay with you all? Can we walk you through? Let's go, Law.
Okay, so as you guys know, Coach has his other health issues, his vascular stuff. So every year, Coach goes for a CT scan of his vascular pattern to make sure, the blood clots are away. So with this scan, everything turned out really great from the vascular side. About 2 weeks later, we get a text from his primary care doctor that said, I need to talk to you and Coach. We need to refer you guys to a urologist. So about 3 days later, we go see a urologist. They go in for a quick procedure. The urologist told us, hey, within 10 minutes, I can tell you guys if he's going to need another procedure or if we just need to do these follow-up appointments. And the doctor told us, okay, you guys are going to need another procedure. I'm going to refer you to my colleague, Dr. Kirkasia. But at this point, you have a bladder tumor. And from there, we'll go get it removed. And then Dr. Kirkasia was, go ahead.
Yeah, so we proceeded with removal of the bladder tumor. It showed a very aggressive,
Let's go backwards because you guys gave me options that scared me to death.
Oh, well, once we do.
We'll get there. I'll get there.
Okay.
We removed the tumor. It was very high grade, invading through the bladder wall, not into the muscle layer, something we call very high risk, non-muscle invasive bladder cancer. So we did discuss options. We discussed some options of treatment in the bladder, and we discussed bladder removal as well. Given his commitments to his family and to the team elected to undergo bladder removal, we performed a full robot-assisted laparoscopic bladder removal and creation of a new bladder. And I am pleased to report that the results from the surgery are that he is
So he's having a bladder replacement. He's going to get a new bladder.
It's okay. Rick was aware of what was transpiring. He's been A1 and down there, just a blessing. Came to Texas to see me as well. But this
Boots on, drinks up. The fun starts here.
was not an easy task because it was
I did too.
kind of a lifestyle. And with Lauren and I coming from Jackson, this is how many surgeries?
As of from 2021, this is surgery number 14.
Surgery number 14. I had more surgeries out of the game than I did in the game. Like, what is going on? So, but
Lord, I don't know what I just did.
they were so wonderful. You were such a blessing, guiding
He
me
was
through,
in the hospital too
taking me
much.
through, verbalizing every darn detail so that I could make an educated
Yeah, some of them
decision,
pictures he
which
wasn't really in the
some didn't want
hospital,
me to go that
but
way. They wanted me to go the other
he
way.
was in the
But I
hospital.
trusted in and the process wasn't easy.
He had lost too
Um,
much weight for
just
me.
like it was some scenes that you saw, all the bull junk that transpired on draft day. It
Yeah.
wasn't just that. It was just I knew as well I had a surgery coming up. My sons to this day don't know what transpired. I just told them something with my foot again because I wanted them to focus on making
Now
the
that's what I
team
thought. At
and not
first,
focused on
let
dad.
me say
So
this.
they really don't know. My daughters
At first, I
do
thought it was
this
his
joker
foot.
right here.
At first, I thought it was his foot. I thought that, um, heck, I didn't even know he had blood clots. I kind of be knowing a little, but I don't know details. I did know he had foot surgery and had to have some toes removed. Now, I didn't know if it was because of football or too little shoes or diabetes. I didn't know what it was, but to hear that he had blood clots. So when he started getting sick and when he did not go back to Colorado when training started, I assumed that it had something to do with his foot. I didn't know if they was gonna have to take off more toes. I didn't know that if he was looking at more amputation. And then when it came to the draft, or like when um, what's his name, Michael Irvin and Lil Wayne, when people started going to see him, and I'm seeing him walking, I'm saying, okay, so it ain't his foot. I was kind of expecting to see him like I was just kind of trying to see if he was gonna have one of them artificial feet, bionic. Thank you, exclusive. I think it all comes from football, but I believe he had been sick for a while. Yeah, thank you, exclusive, for the super chat. Yeah, so but when I saw him, I didn't know if he was finna have to get, one of them bionic foots. He would have been one who could afford it. So I just didn't know what to expect. But as time progressed and he did not head to Colorado to join the team, and then I began uh, assuming that it was the C. Um, yeah. So let me continue because I really did think it was at first his foot. Let's go.
Much love to my son Junior, who have not left my side since we found out what was taking place.
Bless his
Not one
heart.
day. He's been with me here, been with me in Texas, been with me everywhere, every day, and I've seen his handsome face. And I love you to life, son, and I thank you for everything you bring to the table. But and this joker right here, much love to my son Junior, who have not left my side since we found out what was taking place. Not one day. He's been with me here, been with me in Texas, been with me everywhere, every day, and I've
Thank
seen
you.
his handsome face. And I love you to life, son, and I thank you for everything you bring to the
Thank
table.
you,
But
exclusive.
this
We love you too.
wasn't easy. Men, um, everybody, get checked out. Because if it wasn't for me getting tested for something else, they wouldn't have stumbled up on this. And make sure you go to get the right care, because without wonderful people like this, I probably wouldn't be sitting here today.
Yeah, go support exclusive TV. Go over and hit his subscribe button. Subscribe to the brother. I see him talking about some of the same stuff I talk about now. His view may be different from mine, but we still talk about the same thing. And I just don't see the support that he should be having at this time. So y'all do me a favor, go over exclusive TV. Y'all see him in the comments. He got those super stupid stickers. Go subscribe to him and put your notification at the top, and support, someone else that talks about something other than bickering, or roasting, and that has a different view about current topics. So shout out to Exclusive Illis. I know him from Illis from Nebraska, but I'm a roll with his content name, Exclusive News TV. Shout out to him. Let's go, y'all.
because it grew so expeditiously, I could say. Everybody who have not left my side since we found out what was taking place. Not one day. He's been with me here, been with me in Texas, been with me everywhere, every day, and I've seen his handsome face. And I love you to life, son, and I thank you for everything you bring to the table. But this wasn't easy. Men, everybody, get checked out. Because if it wasn't for me getting tested for something else, they wouldn't have stumbled up on this. And make sure you get the right care, because without wonderful people like this, I probably wouldn't be sitting here today, because it grew so expeditiously, I could say. But please get yourself checked out, especially African American men. We don't like going to the doctors. We don't like nothing to do with a doctor. You know that. So I'm not just talking to the brothers. I'm talking to my Caucasian brothers, my Hispanic brothers, my Asian brothers, my everybody, and my sisters. And that's all, y'all. Get checked out, because it could have been a
A
whole
lot worse.
another gathering.
And let me say this. I totally agree. We have to go get checked out. We have to go to the doctor. We absolutely do. And if you happen to be someone who is extremely hard headed, who feels like people don't know what they're talking about, or everybody got to die, or whatever craziness that we come up in our head to, make some of the statements that we make. Let's just keep it real. Uh, and not thinking about, the after effect of, our friends, family, kids, loved ones, all of that. If you know that you not, and first I'm gonna say change how we eat. That's and that's one of the hardest things, because majority of us eat on taste. We don't eat off nutrition. We done forgot all about that nutritional chart that we learned in elementary school. um, we don't none of that mean nothing to us, but our body don't survive and maintain health off of taste. It does by nutrition, and that don't mean nothing to to us. I'm gonna keep it real. So we go by how it tastes. Well, a lot of times we overcook the nutritions. A lot of times we're deficient, and a lot of times because we are deprived, we open ourselves up for um, sickness. So I'm gonna suggest that until you and majority of us learn that we eat for nutrition, and we would need to eat better, because a lot of the food that is passed through or is not expected or should have been tossed out is still fed to us. It's just disguised. So a lot of things that we put in our body is sick going in. Okay? But that's a horse of another different color. Get you some alkaline water. However you get it, start incorporating alkaline water to flush out the negative, the negativity that goes into our body. Do your research on alkaline water and invest in that on a daily basis to ward off cancer as much as possible. That's just my opinion. Um, that's my opinion. I am suggesting for educational purposes, everybody do their own research. And if we can't give up some foods that we know is causing ailments in our body, can we at least invest in water that helps ward off negativity in our body? Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Now, do your research on alkaline water. I suggest 9.5 or more. Let's go. And it don't have to be name brand. I I like a name brand one, but I also can dig Walmart brand. And my friend, she just sent me a picture of one she get out of Dollar Tree. So I don't care how you get it, just get it. Okay? I don't care how you get it. Just incorporate it in your life. Even if you get the device to make your water, you know, alkaline. I don't know how to do it. I'm just saying, invest in it for your health. Let's go.
If I had. I'm thankful. It's been a tremendous journey. It's been tough. I think I dropped 25 pounds. I was like a Atlanta Falcon Prime at one point. You know,
Oh, I like a
and
ginger
just
drink. I do a shot
dealing
too.
with the catheter, dealing with all the stuff that I had to deal with. And right now I'm still dealing with going to the bathroom. Like, it's a whole life change. Like, I can't, and I'm gonna be transparent, I can't pee like I used to pee. It's totally different. And she not only is a blessing, but she provided other persons that have gone through what I've gone through so that I could talk to them and get some solace and understand like what I'm facing, not just from a doctor, but from another individual. And to have that been told, like, it's a totally different life. I mean, thank God. I depend on depend.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I truly depend on depend. Like, I cannot control my bladder. So I get up to go to the bathroom already 4 or 5 times a
Yeah, I
night.
like
But
ginger
then I'm sitting up
and
there
lemon.
waking up,
Mm.
like my grandson. We in the same thing. We got the same problem right now. We going through the same trial.
Your grandson, and your president, cause he need to invest into some diapers, cause whichever diapers he been using ain't been working. He be having all type of leaks in his diaper. He be so full of shit. It be coming all out the side of his diaper. It be moving from the back to the front. So oh, I wasn't supposed to say that. You need some prime time diapers, and make sure your president wear them, cause and that shit I see. Woo, that is horrible. Come on, Deion. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me
Waking
fix.
up, I depend on depend. You know what I mean? I truly depend on depend. Like, I cannot control my bladder. So I get up to go to the bathroom already 4 or 5 times a night. But then I'm sitting up there waking up, like my grandson. We in the same thing. We got the same problem right now.
I'm laughing at her, but I'm thinking that can be a really good thing. Prime, if he can come out with some prime time man panties for uh bladder issues, cause some men ain't went to the doctor and still got some going on, and I think that'd be cute. Prime time man panties for bladder control. Market that, Prime. I think that's cute. Let's go.
We're going through the same trials and tribulations.
Prime
trying
time
to see
man
who
pennies.
has the heaviest bag at the end of the night. Like it's ridiculous.
His and
But
hers.
I'm making a joke out of it, but it's real. Like it is real. It is real. It is real. So if you see porta potty on the sideline, it's real. Okay. I'm just telling you
That's
right now. You're gonna see
cute.
it. You're gonna see the practice. You're gonna see one because it is unbelievable. Like dozing off and waking up. First thing I'm grabbing my crotch to see if
You don't have to
I
leak.
peed on myself. And
Yeah.
it's just totally
That's
different.
a
And I
great
know it's a lot
idea.
of people
Prime
out there
time
going through
man panties.
what I'm
Baby.
going through and dealing with what I'm dealing with. And let's stop being ashamed of it.
And stop
And
being
let's deal
ashamed
with
of
it.
it. Make
And
it
let's deal
cute.
with it head on. And
Make it cute. That
there's
was
so
my
many
whole
other
point.
companies out there that do it.
Stop being ashamed of it and just kind of make it cute. Make it classic. Make it where men who have are females. I mean, because they but they already got cute. I think pull ups for women. But to make it cute, make it presentable, so that it won't be like almost like a unalive sentence. No, just market it, make it cute, make it a conversation piece. So once you get there, cause a lot of men are there now. Heck, some of them can't hold their liquor and already there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Prime time. You like prime time pre? I it don't have the same cuteness, clarinetta. I like man panties. Pull ups. Whatever. You get the idea. Yeah. Let's talk about it. I like it better than just saying, what did he say? Depends. Yeah. Yeah. He can make anything. He can market anything. But I want us to stop being ashamed. I want us, like you say, everybody go get tested. Everybody go get checked out. Sometimes we spend money on everything else. Invest in some good alkaline water. I mean, we make time and we find a way to spend money on everything else. And I would rather say invest in some alkaline water, because 90% of the people ain't gonna stop eating some of this toxic food that we eat every day. We just not gonna do that. Something detrimental have to happen. You know, are you really are into a lifestyle change? But let's listen to Prime. Let's go.
It's just totally different. And I know it's a lot of people out there going through what I'm going through and dealing
Absolutely.
with what I'm dealing with. And let's stop being ashamed of it. And let's
Mm-hmm.
deal with it. And let's deal with it head on. And there's so many other companies out there that do a wonderful job. But I'm thankful that we have a relationship with the pen, and we're making some other products, trying to make other products that to help
You're
all of us
welcome,
through.
Clarinet.
But it's been
Tough.
tremendous. These two, Lauren came down to
And the
Texas known
one
for
that my
selection
friend
and lower
mentioned
prices.
today
It all
that she
starts at
gets at
Sprouts.
Dollar Tree is called Eternal. I didn't know what
Texas,
she
and
was sending
bear
me a
with me
picture of. I was
the whole
like,
way walking out.
I didn't know what she was sending me a picture of. I had never heard of Eternal alkaline water. But she said she gets hers at the Dollar Tree. And because she sent it to me now, I want to try it. You know, but you know, again, I have my name brand one, but I definitely have my great value alkaline 9.5. It is my go to, and that was the way that I could uh, make it a part of my budget versus my high end Essentia. Yeah, so I have to be realistic, right? I'm not going to invest in, them cases. What, uh, 12 is, yeah, no. But the Walmart 9.5 is, to me, tastes just like Essentia. Now all that other stuff, I just no, it don't do it for me. So I'm because my friend sent it to me, a picture of it today. I'm gonna try it. I'm definitely gonna try it to see, and it could be another alternative, but it's called Eternal. So I didn't know what she was saying on the cool. You know, Eternal. What you trying to say? Prime finna say, whoa, Lord.
Our miles in the morning because Doc made sure you better walk, you better be active, and we did it to help all of us through. But it's been tremendous. These two, Lauren came down to Texas and was there with me during it the whole way.
Okay.
Walking our miles in the morning because Doc made sure you better walk, you better be active, and we did it until it was some points that I couldn't even get out of the bed for a week at a time, you know. But she was there. I remember yelling 2 o'clock, "Oh Lord!" You know, because I had 2 bags, right? One was what?
Both were urine, but one was, it was filled quickly, very quickly.
You know, like blood in urine. It just looked bad, you know, and I'm fishing with 2 bags. You know, I'm trying to make life happen and couldn't come around my team, and I wanted to be here with my team. I wanted to see the new talent that we brought in. I wanted to see them work,
Okay,
see them train,
Kirkland.
coach them, and I couldn't. I couldn't, but slowly but surely I built myself back up to where um, I'm able, I'm strong, I'm ready. I'm still probably about 12 pounds down. I'm gonna get that right. I'm gonna fill these overalls up like no other. But it has been a tremendous journey, and I'm truly thankful that God is so good.
Yes,
God
he
is
is.
so good. You have no idea.
Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, Lord. Thank you,
You
Lord.
have no idea how good God has been for me to be here. You have no idea.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you. Thank you both for everything. Let me add this for all you people that get upset when I start talking about the Lord.
Oh no, we're not gonna get upset. But I
I
know.
never once through the
See, that's why I said, I started looking at him some time ago. I recognized the humbleness in him some time ago. I used to think he was just arrogant, cocky, shopping out in North Dallas and sometimes uh, uh, meeting with some friends at that time at like the original Pancake House off of Preston and down by Prestonwood Mall, and I would see him like at the red light or I did the Galleria, and I used to think, ugh. I remember he used to have that club out in North Dallas, and he was just kind of a to me because he just came across so extremely cocky and arrogant. And I really absolutely started seeing him differently when some people that I knew, kids, went to the school he used to coach at, and you know, um, just his determination with his kids. It just rubbed me differently. And I just began to see that this dude really is humble. He really is caring. He really is a good guy. So, I thank God for that. I thank God that he can openly and outwardly acknowledge God and give God the honor and the praise and the thanks. So I am proud to see Prime arrive. I mean, he is still arriving in style. He's still going above and beyond expectation of his ability to reach people. You know, he's just an extraordinary guy. Shout out, not because of wealth. It's just because of some things that I've seen in him, and a lot of people at a certain status, you won't even see them acknowledge God. After that divorce from the boy's mom, that's when he changed. Mm, yeah, maybe. No. I remember when his older son. I remember that little ordeal with Carolyn. I think the time that I saw him or would see him in North Dallas, and I would be on him. I think at that time he was with Carolyn. You know, yeah. So I'm just happy and prayerful for him, and I'm loving on Deion. Let's go.
God is so good. God is so good. You have no idea.
It's okay to let a tear fall for the Lord.
You have no idea
Yeah.
how good God has been to me. For me to be here. You have no idea.
He want to break
Thank
down.
you.
He sure do.
Thank you both for everything. Let me add this for all you people that get upset when I start talking about the Lord. I never once through this whole journey said, God, why me? Because I would have to say, God, why being you sit me up here in front of these wonderful people? Why you give me the position of the head football coach of the prestigious university? Why you allow me to father 5 wonderful kids? Why you give me these relationships with these wonderful people? Why me, Lord? Did I have some of the things that I have? I can never say that. I can never say the other side because I'm going to have to ask that. I said, Lord, whatever it is that you're doing, let me know what it is so I can expedite the process. Because I know you got me. I've seen you have my back. I've seen you there in the midst of storms when nobody knew I was going through hell. I've seen you guide me and bring me through. Lord, I would never say why me, but let me know what I need to do so that I can help. And there's some people out there right now.
Preach.
Boots on,
Man, you better
drinks up.
preach. Don't
The
be
fun
interrupting
starts
right
here.
now, but I know you got to get paid too. Come on. Let's go.
Dealing with the same issue are affected by that C word that we usually, when we hear that word, is normally a life sentence attached to it. But not this time.
Praise God.
But not this time. Because God got me. And I don't take it for granted. I don't want you to take it for granted. Anybody out there, I don't want anybody to take it for granted because it's real. Everybody in this room, I guarantee you, have been affected by that C word.
One way or another.
In your life, some parent, some friend, some loved one, somebody has been affected or infected. Some people have beat it. We have a player have beat it on our team, right? Family members have beat it. And I be darned, I think I will have a wonderful team, ain't it, Doc? We gonna beat it, ain't we?
It's beaten.
It's beaten.
beaten.
Amen. Constance, I thank you. I thank you. I
It's
thank you, Sarah.
defeated.
Thank you. I thank you, Sam. Everybody in my corner on my team. I thank you for this wonderful
Y'all please
university
hit the
for
like
backing
button.
me, just giving me time to heal and to come back, better than ever. Now, questions. Let's go. Sorry, bro.
Coach, wonderful to see you.
Wonderful to see you too, Rob.
Congratulations on the
Yeah, I
great
see you've
news.
been cheating on us with the Broncos.
Well, but not today. I left
I
them.
appreciate that.
Always. A question for you, and also a question for Doc. For Doc, just curious,
He
moving
looked better.
forward, what does this look like? Does anything change in regard to his day-to-day? And then, Coach, as you look through, you're talking about you never said
One
why.
at a time, bro. I can't remember that kind of stuff.
All right.
Yeah, day to day, I think will, for most patients, becomes just a new way of life. But outlook, very good. We'll just keep them on routine surveillance scans. Other than that, nothing else.
And help me with this P problem.
Coach,
You guys think a plan.
He said they was gonna get you a new
old.
bladder. Get a bionic one.
as you look back and you said you never asked why me, you've always been this
Right.
positive person. When you look at the challenges outside of the physical challenges, kind of mentally, emotionally, what has been the biggest challenge for you in this process?
Getting people to understand that it ain't about me. It's about y'all. Everything I deal with is like a
Hey,
tool
Lisa.
to reach more, to affect more, to challenge more, to love more, to give more. That's what this is about. This ain't about me. Because for me to go through this The devil had to ask God, have you considered my servant prayer? That's Bible if you don't know.
I'm Kristi Noem, the United States Secretary of Homeland Security.
Get off of
Thank
that
you,
man.
President
Ugh.
Donald J. Trump, for
No, we
securing our
will
border.
not.
Go ahead and try it. I know he gonna praise me. I know he gonna magnify me. I know he gonna glorify me. And that's what has transpired. So I don't mind going through the afflictions I go through because I know the result. And we helping some folks today. There's some folks right now calling the doctors, scheduling checkups. There's some wives out there saying, baby, I told you. It's some whosoever wills that ain't been to see a doctor in years, but they gonna go get a checkup. Because if it could happen to Prime, baby, it could happen to you. That's what they're saying. They may not have the speed. They may not have the ability to maneuver, but they got that will.
Hey,
To
Big
make it.
Pressure.
That's why. Miss you, girl.
Have y'all went and got y'all checkups?
Two-parter. I'll just ask the first one first, and that's you had a very powerful video yesterday your son put out about planning for a will and how emotional that
Yeah.
was. Can you, going back to that moment and to this point and being cured in this announcement, could you have imagined this point and what was that journey like? And when hearing the words, "Hey, this is cured," what did that mean to you?
Well, first things first. You don't want to be a fool and leave and not have your business affairs in order. So, matter of fact, Lauren was there as well as my attorneys. And the funny thing is about that, you sitting up there ranking your kids again. Let me see. Shiloh deserves how much? Bossy, she left Colorado to go elsewhere. Let me see. Like you're really going through this stuff. Making sure your mama's straight. Yeah, I'm serious. You rank your kids too. I'm not the only one. So you had to deal with that and going through that. So you're straight. But the second part of that question was
basically just reflecting back on from that point to this point. I mean, how I guess the range of emotions you experienced when you were
I'm always
cured.
positive, man. I would get upset when my body don't allow me to do the things that I want to do, and she could attest to that. I mean, you got to understand, I'm out in the morning at 7 a.m. Lauren, let's go, baby. Let's hit this walk. Let's get this walk. And I got 2 bags full of blood and urine with me walking. I'm like, let's go, because you know what? Doc told me I got to walk. Right?
Yep.
And I walked with 1.3, right? At least 1.3 liters. Yeah, so until the times that I couldn't. So I've never
Texans know for selection and lower prices, it all starts at Specs.
looked down. I'm always looking up, and I'm always trying to go get it because I want to be the best prime I could be for everybody. For everybody.
And then my second part was, sorry about related to football, but you have a great coaching staff. How much have you relied on that, and how much will you rely on them this season, maybe to help out?
I don't have to rely on them. I'm back, baby.
You back.
I don't rely on them no more. I'm gonna be with them. You know, the Bible says, remember the rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Okay, so we gonna comfort one another. And I love them. We have a wonderful staff.
He back, baby.
Thank God that they're good enough that I don't have to babysit. I don't have to be there every minute too. And I know they got that. It ain't like I told them anything. I think they found out yesterday, like the team found out. They didn't know. And first of all, Constance, let me thank God for our team, Sam, our team that didn't disclose this to anyone.
Right.
We did a good job. Usually you have a couple of leaks, you know. But we were pretty good that we didn't disclose this to anyone because you guys definitely would have told me. So I'm thankful for that as well. For Sarah, thank God, baby. I love you to life. Every time we go to the
Square
hospital,
business.
I hate going to the hospital, but every time we go, you're a true blessing for us, and thank you so much. I have you up on the Sarah the plug in my phone. You connected to everybody. Next question.
Ron Scholes from Ralph Report. You spoke about this at the beginning of the presser, but what kind of support have you felt from the guys on your team, both the football team and medical?
Football team didn't know. So Lauren and a few people, but our medical team, I know I keep saying it, but she is a gift
Michael
from
Urban
God.
knew.
She really is. You have no idea the sacrifices
Cause
she
he
made
was
to
breaking
make sure I was
down about it,
comfortable.
baby.
She does it for other patients as well, but she is a tremendous blessing, her and her family. So I'm truly thankful that you could tell when you have a doctor that care and they're invested
Yeah.
in it. You know, they're invested
And shout out to some of the celebrities that we know well that, you know, made it a point. I mean, the Michael Irvin, that I can only speak of the ones that I saw online, and like Lil Wayne that went out there, who went out there in the country to make sure that he was all right, to check on him, you know, knowing that when he didn't make it to Colorado when it was time to, something had to be going on, and it took him too long to get back, and he was too quiet about it. You know, his solace was fishing. So shout out to the ones who said, nah, that ain't my boy. Let me go out there and make sure he all right. You know, shout out to them. Even Mia J. You know, I saw her and the kids go out there, hit that country life in Texas. So shout out to them who showed they true intent was to make sure that their boy, their partner, their homie, you know, was all right, and just to let him know that, man, we love you, we got you, you our boy. We ride or die, literally ride or die. We with you, and then they kept that secret. They kept it. All I heard Michael Irvin say is pray for him. Pray for him. So shout out to them. You know, we all need a few of those.
making sure you okay to details and all the persons that I was connected to understand what I'm up against.
Adam, what's your Tiger 24/7 Sports?
How you doing, Adam?
Doing well. Lord, I actually wanted to ask you a question. You've been with Coach Prime through his foot issues as well. What's it been like just being by his side and seeing the resiliency that he's had over the years?
Pretty amazing. He's never folded, not one time. Even when
Oh yeah, he had
he was making
room.
a decision on what treatment route to go on, everything was for, I mean, no question, it was for his sons and for the football team. He knew his two things in life.
Don't forget my daughters, man. I got two girls.
Sorry, yeah, all kids, I
They
guess.
gonna be mad. Yeah, they
All
gonna
five of them. But he's never folded.
Yeah,
nor
but they
weighed
talking
down
about
one
who the
time.
favorite.
Everything is, I mean, you couldn't ask for sometimes a better patient because he wants to get up and get going right away. So it's been awesome. It's been awesome. It's been a hectic journey. It's been a lot, but there's a blessing, right, in disguise with all this. So.
What did it say? Any way you bless me, Lord,
Precision.
I'll be
That's
satisfied.
the essence of driving. Lawfin.
In the middle of a Texas
You know, when you
heat
start
wave,
facing
a malfunctioning AC
some
quickly
things,
turn your home from a comfortable retreat.
Lord, I thank you. I don't take nothing for granted.
So glad you're doing well.
What's going on, boss?
What's going on? Doc was kind of sharing the details there of when you were kind of presented with a big decision when you found out about the cancer. You kind of just take us into that and why you went down the path you did.
Well, Doc, can you explain what went along with the different decisions?
Sure. Yeah. So the type of cancer he has a very high recurrence rate, and there can be progression as well. So the options for that type of cancer is to treat it within the bladder, which would be a long series of treatments, 3 years coming down to my office, getting the treatments in the bladder, with still a 50% chance of recurrence. And so that was when we talked, his values did not align with that. His values aligned with being there for his family and for the team, and wanted to move forward with the curative option, which was the bladder removal.
Coach, you admitted it was scary when you heard the original diagnosis. When did you realize you were going to be able to coach again? And is that the plan to coach?
I always knew I was going to coach again. I never didn't realize I was going to coach again. I was always going to coach. It was never in my spirit, in my heart, that God wouldn't allow me to coach again. That's never thought like that. You know, it's just that I didn't want to be running down to the hospital once a week when I got all this on my plate. I didn't want that, and I was even like, okay, can they bring one of the machines and put them in the office? You know, I'm serious, like I'm dead serious. Like
We had a lot of conversations.
There were a lot of conversations. And Doc would look at me like, he is crazy.
No.
I saw it in your eyes. He is crazy. Is he like this when he coached? Yeah. But we worked it out. We worked it out.
As y'all know.
Hey, Coach. Brian Howell, over there with the camera. I have two questions for you. First off, this whole offseason,
yeah, I heard that they was dating.
Quite an emotional journey for you between
I ain't seen on nothing, no.
and seeing your sons go to the NFL and all this. What's this offseason been like for you? Just that emotional.
I ain't see her while he was recovering.
A lot of blessings comes with the luggage of tribulation and trials. But if you built for the trials, you enjoy the journey. See, most people are result type oriented people. Like they just want the money, they want the goal, they want the dream.
I'm Kristi Noem, the United States Secretary of Homeland Security. Thank
I
you,
ain't gonna
President
tell you
Donald
what I
J.
was.
Trump, for securing our border and putting
I don't
America
even know
first.
if I should say that.
I love the process.
I was, you know, pressure. If I can be honest, I was kind of hoping that I don't even know if I should say this. I would have rather see him be with Mia J than Karuchi, that Karuchi girl. Karuchi Tran. Yeah, yeah. I would rather see him with Mia J. That's just my opinion. But I know Dolph is his boy, or was his boy. You know, I'm just saying. Anyway, that it's just a much more classier, better rooted, nurturing, loving. I mean, it ain't that it's low. That ain't that it's low. It's just like, I mean, I ain't gonna act like it didn't cross my mind, because it did, especially the last time I saw them in Texas. And they was there. I can't remember what function it was. I don't remember if it was, I don't remember what it was. But it was a celebration. And they were there and they like family. So, yeah, it crossed my mind. I would rather see that than Karuchi, but I know that would be hard to explain, so I'm going to keep on moving. I said I didn't want to say it. I said I really didn't want to say it, but I'm going to always be true to my T-sippers. I ain't going to act like it didn't cross my mind. And if it ever happened, I'm going to be like, yeah. Now, I'm going to ask for you to talk to him in spirit and in truth. That way, at least we would know that they already like family anyway. Hell, well, let me keep on. That Karuchi Tran ain't it?
I'm dedicated to it. I love it. I eat and sleep and drink it. I love it. The journey. So understanding the journey
they would look good together.
On each year has been tremendous, and we're only in the beginning of it, and we already got one win stacked up. So I'm happy.
They would look good together.
That leads into my follow-up. Is that yesterday you had the team meeting. You enjoyed that journey as well. How good was it for you to get back in front of your team?
Wonderful.
And where you'd like to be?
Oh my God, wonderful. I mean, I'm sitting up there seeing new faces. I'm seeing new body types. Swayze has done our head strength conditioning. He's done a wonderful job. Some of the players, I know it. I ain't recognizing. Like, good Lord, you have been working. They've been calling, DMing me, texting me. They've been staying in contact, but it's another thing to see them and just to see their faces when I'm up there speaking to them, as well as this morning, because they got a lot of things to do academically and wholeheartedly this morning that they're doing. But it was wonderful just to be back. See the new field, the new turf is unbelievable. Thank you, Rick.
Prime need a free. And she may be one. Ain't that what he said sometimes?
Like at your cribs, but it's something about I don't know if it's the best of the two, but it gets a little slippery
They're
in
classy
the
freaks.
afternoons, early morning. That's what the field does. So we have a wonderful AD
And
that
now he don't
wanted
need no
to
freak.
eliminate that so that we.
Cause she ain't gonna be, a young freak is not gonna understand him pissing in some primetime panties or a diaper. He need to market that primetime men panties, bladder control, and he need to have a presidential uh uh so that the president can buy into him, cause he be leaking all over the place. He need to have an alcoholic selection when the alcoholics can't hold their bladder, and he just need to market prime time me. Too much bag. Hell, he got a bag. He got a he on Pampers. Hell yeah, baby too. Now what? Now what?
We can make sure we have every possibility of getting to the playoffs and having a suitable field. So that was behind the thought process.
Hey, Coach, good to see you again.
Good to see
You
you.
guys still hear me?
Maybe more for your doctors rather than you, but what is the process of a bladder, I guess, removal, and like, what did you go through during that whole process, Coach, of having?
Can y'all still hear? Cause I bleeped out for a minute. Oh, okay. Now he asked him about his bladder.
That so that we can make sure we have every possibility of getting to the playoffs and having a suitable field. So that was behind the thought process.
Hey, Coach, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Back. Maybe more for your doctors rather than you, but what is the process of a bladder, I guess, removal, and like, what did you go through during that whole process, Coach, of having your bladder taken out in a prosthetic?
For the doctors first.
Yeah, so thanks for the question. At the University of Colorado, UC Health, we usually do the procedure robotically. So it's a laparoscopic surgery where we attach a robot to the patient and then we do all the maneuvering of the robot. And then once the bladder comes out, we also take some lymph nodes, make sure it hasn't spread, and it didn't. And then we make a new bladder for people. We use their own intestines, so they don't have to take immunosuppression, but it is a new way of life, and it is a learning curve for sure.
So he has a new bladder.
You gotta understand when all that is going
from
on.
his intestines.
You finally wake up and you try to move. It feels like everything inside of you.
So he got a bionic. He got a bionic bladder.
Grip,
New and
stability,
improved.
precision. That's the essence of driving.
Super sonic
In the
bladder.
middle of a Texas heat wave, a malfunctioning AC can quickly turn your home from a comfortable retreat into a
Bionic.
We got receipts to everything, but it was dynamic. It was tough.
I ain't never heard of a bladder
A
transplant.
cakewalk. It wasn't easy. Even using the bathroom thereafter was a challenge because they wouldn't let me leave until I used the bathroom. So thank God we got that through. Yeah, that was a fight. That was a fight. But we made it. We made it.
Our pressure hush. You kill me. Y'all do it every day.
Hey, Coach, Leo Barrett with Scobo Sports. There's been a lot of
Y'all do it every day.
throughout this time, and the questions. Do you have a message to them and the people who outside your extended family who have been supporting you?
Love them. I appreciate them. I adore them. I don't take them for granted. I'm gonna just roll down these names real quick because I just feel compelled. Okay, Travis Hunter, Nate Newton, Michael Irvin, Redmond, Corey Fuller-Hart, Pastor Keon, Pastor Dewey, Deshaun Jackson, Alfonso Williams, Rick George, Cedric Buckley, Pretty Tone is what they call it, Reginald Calhoun, Wheezy, Lil Twist, Constant, Sam, Jose, KK and Mont, Pac-Man Jones, Big George, Sap, and Lil George, Leon and Jennifer. They all came to visit. Leon and
I didn't hear him
Jennifer
say Lil Wayne.
You have no idea
I didn't hear him say
what
Lil
that did for
Wayne.
me. Just to get visits. First of all, I didn't want to see anybody. I'm 180. We got receipts to everything. But it was
I didn't hear Lil Wayne.
dynamic. It was tough. It wasn't a cakewalk. It wasn't easy. Even using the bathroom thereafter was a challenge because they were
Wheezy. Okay,
the
okay.
bathroom. So thank
Yes.
God we got that through.
They do it every day, Big Pressure. I'm not
That
finna
was a
argue
fight.
with you. Y'all do that every day.
But we made it.
Every day.
We made it.
They go to jail and y'all on their jail.
Hey Coach, Leo Bear with Scobo Sports.
How you
There's
doing?
been a lot of support from your fan base throughout this time, and the questions. Do you have a message to them and the people who outside your extended family who have been supporting you?
Love them. I appreciate them. I adore them. I don't take them for granted. I'm gonna just roll down the names real quick because I just feel compelled. Okay, Travis Hunter, Nate Newton, Michael Irvin, Redmond, Corey Fuller Hart, Pastor Keon, Pastor Dewey, Deshaun Jackson, Alfonso Williams, Rick George, Cedric Buckley, Pretty Tone is what they call it, Reginald Calhoun, Wheezy, Lil Twist, Constant, Sam, Jose, KK and Mont, Pac-Man, Jones, Big George, Sap, and Little George, Leon and Jennifer. They all came to visit. Leon and Jennifer is there every day. You have no idea what that did for me.
Mm-hmm.
Just to get visits. First of all, I didn't want to see anybody. I'm 180 pounds soaking wet. At that time, I didn't want to see nobody. I didn't want to see nobody seeing me down, and I'm barely moving around the house, walking like Fred G. Sanford. And the G ain't good, and it was just, it wasn't a good look, and I like to be strong, and I like to be me. But I'm thankful that they came to give me love and support and to pray for me. DC Youngfly called me this morning, prayed for me, like he called it down for heaven. DC, I love you, boy, and I appreciate you. Let me tell you something. Randy Moss called me every other day to make sure I was straight. Randy Moss prayed for me. He and his wife told me what I need to be doing. He's gone through some things very similar, but
that means a lot, y'all.
Randy Moss, man, I love him to life, love him more than ever. I prayed, he told me he's going to come to the game this year. I pray that, but he gave me so much strength and so much guidance and so much love, respect, and appreciation. Thank you, Randy. I really appreciate you. I really do. But there's so many people reached out, to me, DM me and text me and try to get at me. I think we changed numbers a couple of times, but then one more number changed as well. So I apologize to those of you that hadn't got back to, but it's going to be another number change. I'm just letting you know. Yes.
This is a scary diagnosis. I understand if it doesn't, you don't get. Boots on, drinks up. The fun starts here.
Yes. Well, the initial thing you do is what we all do. We Google. And that's the wrong thing to do because they tell you you're gonna die, dog. I mean, like they pretty much say that when you Google it, and you don't want to see that mess. Whoever's doing Google, you need to change it up because that ain't the thing to look at when you're going through what I went through.
Hey, Vicky.
Yeah, about 30 days, man. Like that's the way it seems like it's talking to you, and you don't want that. And you got to. That's why you got to rely on your faith. You got to rely on your faith and these wonderful people that's telling you the truth. Like, Doc, shoot it straight. When they start turning their head to the side, it's getting ready to come. You know it's real. But she never falsified anything. She told me what was 100 and never said, well, you should do this and you should do that. She just explained everything to me so that I could make the decision that I felt like I needed to make for me and my family.
Don't judge me, Pressure. You know I'm keeping it real. You yeah. You killed me.
Yeah. So the bad side of this cancer is, if it does progress to the muscle, the rate of metastasis is about 50%. Only about 10% of people live 5 years, even with our current medical treatment, if it metastasized. So, very lucky to have found it at this stage where it was still, I could say the word cure, because I don't use that word lightly as a cancer doctor. And I think, there's a lot of patients where we don't have that same conversation.
So I'm thankful for the checkup, and I fight them on going to get the checkups. So I'm telling you all again, please, not just you people out there watching, but you people in here, get checkups. Please go get checkups.
Yeah, we were in spring ball during the time. So, he had the imaging beginning of spring ball or mid-spring ball. By beginning of May, we were already, the surgery was already done. So it went quick, within a month, less than a month.
So the bad side of this cancer is, if it does progress to the muscle, the rate of metastasis is about 50%. Only about 10% of people live 5 years, even with our current medical treatment, if it metastasized. So, very lucky to have found it at this stage where it was still, I could say the word cure, because I don't use that word lightly as a cancer doctor. And I think, there's a lot of patients where we don't have that same conversation.
So I'm thankful for the checkup, and I fight them on going to get the checkups. So I'm telling you all again, please, not just you people out there watching, but you people in here, get checkups. Please go get checkups.
Do you want to share the timeline on the checkup versus the surgery, or how much time do you have to make that decision?
Yeah, we were in spring ball during the time. So he had the imaging beginning of spring ball or mid-spring ball. By beginning of May, we were already, the surgery was already done. So it went quick, within a month, less than a month.
Over to your right, for you and the doctor, if possible. Chip Legwell, ESPN.
I'm Kristi Noem, the United States Secretary of Homeland Security. Thank you, President Donald J. Trump, for securing our border and putting America first. Now, President Trump has a clear message. If you are here illegally, we will find you and we will deport you. You will never return. But if you leave now, you may have an opportunity to return and enjoy our freedom and live the American dream.
I'm sorry,
America
y'all.
welcomes those who respect our laws
Oh.
because a strong nation is a safe nation.
I've known several people, including my dad, who've had this, and they often speak of the frustration of just dealing with the day-to-day of going to the bathroom or other activities you took for granted. Did you have that frustration, anger
Yep.
at any point during the initial?
No,
I'm surprised.
I thank God for the pen because I got help. But early on, early on, I tried to do my own thing and order me some drawers off Amazon that was gonna catch me at night, and it didn't do a good job. Didn't do a good job, and now my house keeps change the sheets every day.
Is your AC in need of a quick fix?
I told you they need some man panties. Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I? I hit it.
I'm Kristi
Didn't I
Noem,
tell
United
y'all?
States
He
Secretary
need.
of Homeland Security. Thank you,
He went on
President Donald J.
Amazon
Trump.
and ordered some man panties when he need to market some, invest in some, and call them prime time man panties. Or and I guess if he have a hard time with that, call them prime time man draws, bladder control draws. I don't know, but I know he need to market some and put it out there. Get some presidential, have some category, cause the president for sure needs some. He need bladder and bookie control. Dual purpose draws, bladder draws. Prime time now. I think that would be something that he could put out there, and it. Now don't put them depends, cause Trump can't depend on them pennies that he have on, baby. Cause I'm telling you, that shit was all up in the front. Huh? Yeah, it's almost as if. What is that? Alzheimer's when you revert back to when you was little, a baby? Yeah. Yeah. That looked like a baby. Yeah. Poop. What in the heck was that? But yeah, instead of going out to Amazon, I need for him to do that and then help people and be the spokesman behind, bladder, weak bladders for men. Yeah. Go ahead.
Really making sure that you're going to your primary care doctor visits, staying well, eating well.
Thank you,
don't smoke.
Vicky.
Coach was never a smoker, and it's one of the people that just
Love you
unfortunately
much.
got
Thank
bladder
you.
cancer, but that's also something that's very heavily associated with bladder cancer.
Oh, I missed
I didn't
it.
have any signs whatsoever. I didn't I wasn't on any chart, any list for. That's pretty much was my message, and I would keep in touch with the different coaches and challenge them to go to the next level. In my absence, they didn't know.
And why you want to do this?
Football, the decision I made and the surgery I chose was based on not just family, it was based on football. So I never thought about no death. You know, I had to make a will because I want to be a business. I want to be a good life, and he's a champion to all of us. He's fought back, and now he's back on the horse, literally, and he's doing his thing.
Oh, I missed this.
Amazon that was going to catch the pee at night, and they didn't do a good job.
There we go.
Bathroom or other activities you took for granted. Did you have that frustration, anger at any point during the initial?
No, I thank God for the pen because I got help. But early on, early on, I tried to do my own thing and order me some drawers off Amazon that was gonna catch the pee at night, and it didn't do a good job. And now my housekeeper's got to come and change these sheets every day. But it's tough. But
it's tough.
I was warned about the trials and what I'm gonna have to go through, and it's a whole new lifestyle. That's pretty much how Doc explained it to me. It's a whole new lifestyle. I already have a new lifestyle. I got 8 toes, man. Like I'm sitting up here talking to you with 8 toes. Like and half of my legs are cut out like shark bites. So I'm built for this, man. I'm built for this. I'm the gentleman standing right by you just went through some trials and tribulations, and he's standing up there looking as good as me with his hat on. So I pray for him, and I love him to life, and he's a champion to all of us. He's fought back, and now he's back on the horse, literally, and he's doing his thing.
That's what's up.
You've kind of touched on it, but what was it like staring death in the face and dealing with the reality?
I didn't stare death in my face. I stared life in the face, man. You think I'm playing when I tell you I'm God's guy? I really am.
But you did a will.
Trials and tribulations so that I could touch and reach and bless people with my words, with the energy, with that thing that God gave me. So
I get you, Deion. I get it, baby. I understand what you're saying. But you were staring something that you had to get your affairs in order. Yeah, you was staring life. You turned what could have been negative presented to you, and you beat it being positive. But the reality of it is that you had to get your affairs in order just in case. I get it though. Let's go.
Never thought about no death. You know, I had to make a will because I want to be a business. I want to be a good steward, you know, for my kids and for my family. But no, I got too much life to be thinking about death. Too much life. I got too much life in me, and I got work to do.
And that's hard to look at.
You talking about death? No, God definitely ain't getting ready to take me before that.
Couple more, Mark. Yeah, Mark Kisla, Denver Gazette. You just touched on that, and we heard very clearly there was no doubt in your mind you were going to coach again.
Right.
But when you're taking your walk with the 2 bags or fishing with the 2 bags, how did it reaffirm, or how did you reflect on where football and coaching fits in your life, and why you want to do this?
Football, the decision I made and the surgery I chose was based on not just family, it was based on football. I didn't want to be going weekly to the hospital while I know I got practices. So football is in there. My faith is number one. You know, football is somewhere down the line, you know, behind family and all of that, but my faith is definitely number one. So I never second guessed that, and we're here, man. Too blessed to be stressed.
Coach, you and I talked enough to know that where you and I both sit, we look at those opportunities for testimony, which you're certainly doing here today. What were you, or how were you communicating with your team during this time when there wasn't much information out there? What are you saying to them now about this?
I wasn't really communicating with my team much because I didn't FaceTime because, you know, even with my kids, I think I made a mistake in FaceTime Shador one time, and he's like, "What's wrong with you?" Like, you know, but I didn't do it with my team, but I talked to them, and, but sometimes I would talk and my voice was really raspy, and I really, you could tell I was sick. But just the message of hope I've always exuded. It's the message of, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna get through this. Well, let's just stay focused on what you got, because I'm gonna be all right. That's pretty much was my message, and I would keep in touch with the different coaches and challenge them to go to the next level. In my absence, they didn't know what was going on. They just knew it had to be something if I'm not here, because they know I love to sleep here, not just coach here.
Coach Prime, Kelly Worthman with CBS Colorado. Question perhaps for both you and the doctor. You say that this is also, you're a vessel for the message to get yourself checked, no matter who you are, where you are. But I wonder if there's things a person should be looking out for to know that they might be at risk or perhaps are in the condition that you were, Coach.
Yeah, so I am also grateful to be here to talk about bladder cancer. So bladder cancer is the 4th most common cancer in men. The early signs are usually blood in the urine. Blood in the urine in absence of infection is never normal and should always get checked out. I think people should see their primary care doctors, as Coach mentioned, to initiate that. But I think, just really making sure that you're going to your primary care doctor visits, staying well, eating well.
Save now on over 200 wines during Spec's Big Bordeaux sale.
It's that eating well part.
Coach was never a smoker, and it's one of the people that just unfortunately got bladder cancer, but that's also something that's very heavily associated with bladder cancer.
I didn't have any signs whatsoever. I wasn't on any chart, any list for what this would obtain, to obtain bladder cancer. But it is what it is. That's why I know I'm a messenger, man. Sweetheart, I'm a messenger.
He's a messenger.
Just delivering a message to all.
He's
Yes,
who
ma'am.
God is using.
To that point, what would be your message to people who might feel embarrassed or scared of what they can find if they want to go check it out? How would you inspire them?
Do you rather be dead? Or would you rather be here dealing with something and being blessed to work with a wonderful doctor like this that no, she ain't no joke. Like it's I don't know if you said this, Doc, I think I might have dreamt it, but I think you said that as good as I was, you better.
I am very grateful to be part of your care team, and I do not remember saying that.
I think you said that, Doc.
No.
I think you said that. I don't know if I dreamt that, but I thought you said that. So I was confident.
Courtney Fromm with Fox 31. Glad you're doing okay. Question for Doc. Was there any possibility that the new bladder could be rejected by his body?
So we use people's own small intestine, so there's no chance of rejection. They don't have to take any immunosuppressants, anything like that. The bad thing with immunosuppressants is they also increase infection risk. So the natural choice is something that's already their own, and it can be formed into kind of a ball, which is the same shape as a urinary bladder. Works a little bit differently, but does the job very well.
Close it out.
Coach Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow, my man.
Great to see you.
You know I missed you, dog.
I miss you too. I'm really glad that you're doing better.
There you go.
Yeah, really happy to see you.
Thank you. Jack is a legend, by the way.
Wonderful.
I just love your sense of humor about this whole thing. Just where does that come from, making jokes, and just how much does that kind of help the process?
There's a scripture that says God uses the foolish things to confound the wise. No symptoms, no nothing, healthy. Going in there to look at something else, you find something else. Bless me with this wonderful doctor that is better at her game than I was at mine. And I'm on assignment, man. I'm on assignment, and I'm in alignment with where I'm supposed to be. I'm not lost. I'm not here by mistake. God planted me here. Boulder, Colorado? Who would ever thought you come from Jackson State to Boulder, Colorado? That don't make sense, but I'm here. And I'm thankful. So I'm happy and elated about everything, and especially this opportunity that I have to coach these young men.
He looked
And to
better.
lead
He
some of
looked
these
much
women
better.
and be
I
part
will
of
say
our
that.
Organization, a part of this program. I'm so thankful to be back in Boulder. You have no idea. But I never doubted one bit that I would be. But I know it was just a matter of time. So sometimes It may not happen when you desire it to happen, but it's just a matter of time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thankful that the matter of time that God chose to keep me there in Texas to rehabilitate me, to bless me, to inspire me, to feed me with words and that spirit and that fight and that
Excuse me. Shout out to Texas. Woo-hoo. Shout out to Texas. Okay. Back to the regular program. Okay. I mean, y'all know.
everything, and especially this opportunity that I have to coach these young men and to lead some of these women that are part of our organization, part of this program. I'm so thankful to be back in Boulder. You have no idea. But I never doubted one bit that I would be. But I know it was just a matter of time. So sometimes it may not happen when you desire it to happen, but it's just a matter of time. And I'm thankful that the matter of time that God chose to keep me there in Texas to rehabilitate me, to bless me, to inspire me, to feed me with words and that spirit and that fight, and that I was going to come back here right on time, praying for my sons, praying for my daughters, praying for my team. And my team told me so many wonderful things, and they text me so many wonderful things, and they DM so many wonderful things, that I love these young men to life. And I'm thankful that God chose me to coach them and to be right here. Jack Harlow. Follow Jack Harlow. Did I say it right? Carlo. See, I messed it up again. Jack Carlo. We're at Jack Carlo? Jack _ Carlo. He needs at least 10,000 new followers. All right? At least 10,000. And stay out them DMs because they get you in trouble, dog. I'm telling you. From experience, I'm telling you. Thank you. God bless you all. Appreciate it.
Shout out to Prime. I'ma say it again. He needs to really come up with some primetime man panties. Primetime man
Also grateful to be here to
pants.
talk about bladder cancer. So bladder cancer is the fourth most common cancer in men. The early signs are usually blood in the urine. Blood in the urine in absence of infection is never normal and should always get checked out. I think people should see their primary care doctors, as Coach mentioned, to initiate that. But I think, just really making sure that you're going to your primary.
So check your urine. Check your urine. And if it's too yellow, make sure you get some water. Some watermelon. If you don't have real watermelon, get you some watermelon juice. Get you some watermelon popsicles. Get you something that's gonna get that. Even if you have to get some Pedialyte popsicle, little popsicle things. If your urine is too yellow, too dark, it really should. Ideal would be where it's a faint yellow. Check, do the research on your urine. And if you see blood in it, go get a check. Okay? Okay, good people. And that's not just men, that's women too. If it's too yellow, that's never a good sign. And if we let it continue to be that way, that's gonna create a problem. Hey, Crystal, how you coming when I'm about to leave? I'm finna exit. I gotta come back, y'all. On my what is it? How can I? Oh, this I don't even know. Trump. I'm just gonna put Dumpty Trumpty set on the wall that he didn't build. Although he said he would build it, but he didn't. With his own money, he meant our money. He just, oh Lord, I gotta talk about him and his date with the convicted pedophile, and come on back with a little bit of Dolph. So I'm about to end this, charge my phone up, and then I'll be back because I don't want to combine it.
well, eating well, don't smoke. Coach was never a smoker, and it's one of the people that just unfortunately got bladder cancer, but that's also something that's very heavily associated with bladder cancer.
I didn't have any signs whatsoever. I wasn't on any chart, any list for what this would attain, to obtain bladder cancer. But it is what it is. That's why I know I'm a messenger, man.
He's a
Sweetheart, I'm a
vessel.
messenger.
Yeah, he called it a messenger. I called it a vessel. He is who God is using um, to get the message out, and also know that God is a healer. He is a healer. There is hope. I'm gonna be honest. I just hadn't heard of a bladder transplant, so I'm glad to know that there is even hope in that area. I guess if you know. Uh, so Lord, we just gonna be thankful. We thankful that for His healing, for His desire to be a vessel, and look at it in that manner. Let me spread the word. I'm not gonna run from it. I'm gonna tell. I'm gonna tell of His goodness. I'm gonna tell of His goodness. You cannot uh, pass a test in order to get to the testimony. You got to be tested. You got to be You got to pass the test, and then you can tell the story of how a God brought you over. It's a testimony. There is no testimony without a test. There's just no way. And you can't get to the testimony until you pass the test. So it's about how we look at the challenges in life. You're going to be tested. It's a matter of passing the test with God on your side. You got to know from which all blessings flow, all healings flow. You need to know who your real doctors is so that He can assign the doctors on earth to help you through it. That's when you ask God to order your steps and lead me and guide me where you need me to go. And that's part of the song. And it comes with send your anointing. Father, I pray you order my steps in your word. Okay? Y'all, I'll be back. I will be back. Y'all tea sippers, y'all know I love my tea sippers. So I'll be back here shortly. Let me charge this thing up. I just got something. Lord, there's so much going on. But it looked like today was a court day. And I don't know why everybody trying to be secret. What you trying to be a secret for now? Yeah. Oh, quick to that. Oh boy got you scared. Ha! He got him scared. He running. Yeah. Okay, I'll be back. Let me charge up the phone. Peace out. Bye.